Welcome back to fucking Pyre. I shouldn't swear in the first 30 seconds. Sorry, it's 6:30 in the morning and I've been going since 2. No. 1. Holy fuck. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. You prevailed in liberation against the dissidents. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Bertrude, long feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorceress work, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. It never grows easier having to say farewell to one of your own. The scribes will see her safe return. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. The last light of the stars still shines for us above. At this point, what is to become of our plan? 83, yes. Needn't be the subject of our speculation. I trust that we'll learn the outcome soon enough. Our actions to this point shall pave the way, perhaps our faith as well. So let's for now focus on this. We stand upon the brink of the last turn of the cycle of the rites. Soon, we'll have a final chance to get one of you home. Now, reader, up for a little stargazing. Let's see where on the downside we shall be returning for these final rites. So, you turn back towards the darkness to look upon the last few stars, too stubborn to relinquish their light. Alright, where are we heading? Who wants to pick a fight before we take on Orlek? Haoub, Gol, Jomer. That makes sense. Planner. Yeah. Ooh, the Dissonance quit too. Oh, hey! He said he quit, but he's moved up. He's still not gonna make it. Alright, who are we facing? Guess we could taste the tempers again. I don't want to fight them. The Withdrawn are a pain in the ass. Alright, who's the highest? Withdrawn. Two to 1, 2 to 0, 2 to 0, 2 to 0. It's the same for all three, eh? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Random number from 1 to 3. 2. Alright. So, between those ones, I think that's the tempers. There's 1, 2, 3. Iggy. Alright, Iggy. Just wanted to see you one last time. Once more, you are to face the tempers then. Although, I wonder. He hesitates before saying anything further. You cannot sense his thoughts. I apologize. I was lost in thought there for a moment. Let us make way for the cairn of Haoub, when everyone is feeling more refreshed as much as possible. Hey, chat. Be right with you. The legacy. Reader, though you shall always bear a burden, it is much lighter than the burden of a lonesome exile. Go forth and become free. Then, join with others such as you and lead with mercy, continuing to demonstrate your worth and knowing that the Empire's fall form the foundation of our Commonwealth. You shall cease to be a reader and become a voice both to the free and to your successors here, who shall take up this book when you no longer need it. The cycle of the right sorry, I'm very itchy in my face. The free to your successors here, the cycle, who shall take up this book when you no longer need it. The cycle of the right shall see to that you and others like you. See, that was the problem. I saw that as a period, not a comma. So my brain kept dreaming like, no, that's not how a sentence goes. And others like you shall be liberated ere the coming of another age. May the stars shine ever brightly on us all. Yup. What's up, Pamitha? Since Bertrude's liberation, Pamitha has seemed rather more subdued than usual, and you find her there perched quietly and still. How strange that I should care about some ugly crone. No, reader darling? Or perhaps I'm simply jealous of her, right? Something in your voice suggests you have to listen rather than respond. Such horrid words I use. If only she could hear the venom that I spew. Why? She would bottle it for sure. Put a pox on me. Besides, you see, it's just... I'm accustomed to deal with creatures so much more duplicitous than she. No offense intended, present company excluded, and so on. I'd fought against her kind once in a while. There, upon your blood border, the Commonwealth would trot them out, perhaps when you were feeling bold or desperate, too. I took them all for monsters, nothing more. We of the High-Wing Remnants, we knew that we were righteous, soaring high above those oversized maggots, hurling ancient curses at us, sometimes fire. But Bertrude and I, we got on just fine. She seemed to see right through me, and she didn't seem to care. She just took me for who I am. Imagine that, right? Perhaps when one gets to be her age, one finally achieves some sense of perspective then. Some genuine enlightenment. She smirks to herself. Anyway, I hope that she appreciates the change of scenery, though I don't think good Bertrude cared much to leave this place, if I'm quite honest. Yeah. And yet the dear old girl's smitten enough with Volfred that should jump, and rather splendidly, whenever he says jump. Would that my heart still yearn for anything when I'm her age. I suppose I'm just a little shaken that she's gone, but thinking of the terror that she'll likely cause back at the Commonwealth of yours. She laughs to herself, and perhaps to you. Thanks for getting around, darling. So then, what say we get some rest, We'll surely need it now that we don't have Trudy to rely on. Trudy. Race your reader. She swoops off, laughing over her shoulder. The friendship between Pamitha and Bertrude passed unnoticed by most all of your companions. Perhaps this was why Pamitha valued it to the extent she evidently did. For now, you have every confidence that Bertrude will prove essential to achieving Volfred's plan. I mean, we're at 83. Yeah. Yup. Let's continue. It's time to head south. It is daybreak. You are to set forth now for the cairn of Hau, for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter you shall return here for one last exile's final chance at liberty. Yeah. Which is going to be a tough one for me. Because I agree that Oleg deserves his freedom. But... Oh, hi there. You can hear angry hissing coming from Hildy, all the way from your position. You think mayhaps the skies belong to years? Foolish. The skies and everything above them and below belong to the astral born. Ye shall be smitten from his skies on his awakening. Now be gone. Get on my way then. But I need to get Volfred out. And if Volfred get out, the plan works, and then Oblek will be out anyway, but man, Oblek has a lot of reasons to not trust. If we could just discuss the plan. Be like, hey, you help it come to fruition, I'll let you out. It's either you or Volfred, and that's what it's going to come down to. Ooh, shunt. Lixan! Falcon Ron may be passing through here for a special offer. With a special offer. Tilly believes is the faster route. Ooh, there's really nothing left to do with vocations, is there? But if I could do vocations, I might be able to get... The training on Volfred might help him. Yeah, sorry, Lixant. Sorry, Falcon. I'm sure your offer would have been great. But I need vocations. No chatting? Alright. You spent quite an afternoon in the dusty wastes of Shunt, surveying the area with some of your companions. Crack! Just wondering if there's anything of note in the surrounding area. Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The three of you return to the wagon for the remainder of the day, where you should have some time to pursue your vocations. Yep. Shit! There was somebody who wanted to talk. I should be interested to see which lessons you have taken from the book. You ask Volfred to explain to you his own words in the history of the 8 scribes, and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis not just of the rights, but of the Commonwealth. That was weird. I muted myself and coughed, and I swear I saw it pick up the audio from it. Come on, get enlightenment, damn it. I sometimes fear the spirit of the teaching of the scribes is already long forgotten back where we came from. Oh yeah, that's what history does. Can I still... Okay, cool, I can still chat. What do you want? Oh, what's up, Tizo? Tizo seems to be in the midst of a conversation with the lone minstrel. As you approach the two of them, the lone appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. How old are... What are you? He can't be human, because if he's been living in the downside long enough that he knew his great-grandfather, he would be a demon and have the horns. So him and Celeste, they're not human. Don't know what they are. They'd be deities tied to this religion. Very much like you. Tizo seems to be asking the little minstrel to confirm he's not playing some sort of prank. I am being serious. Have you known to be the jesting sort? Seems to be the little minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so. Then please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the eight. And more importantly, you are my friend. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words and considers him a friend as well. So he was a friend of the 8 scribes. Who is he? The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? Heartily concur. Heartily. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo. He is very helpful. As most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group, he is an extraordinarily imp indeed. Yup. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug. Tizo is grateful to you for your kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off happily and the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special, a quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was a sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumphants have found imps with the capacity for it. They make for useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites, whilst having no desire to leave this place. Although little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The little minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. +1 hope. Nice! I guess I'm bringing Tizo. I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah, I can bring Tizo. Just trying to remember who else needs experience. I think there's only 2 of them. It's just Faye and Voltron, so... Faye, Volfred, and Tizo, it is. I thought that was magma, or some sort of food, and yet I rode on it? Perfectly fine. Know something, guys? I heard a crazy story that old Bertrude, she finally got on out of here, back to the other side. Can you believe that? You give her my regards, okay? Because I got a lot of customers because of her, and I do mean a lot. Anyways, what can I do for you? Do you for? Wow. I have nothing that needs that many levels. You can have this, though. I'll take... I don't need the presents one. I'll take that and that. Because I have a feeling they're going to come in handy in the near future. But yeah, this is excessive because no levels. 1 level. Good point. 1 level. Do you have anything I want to give her, like flying wise? Sure. I don't have the type of money. So if I do that, 73. So 19, right? 19, okay. 19, 34, 32. Hold on. Still won't have enough. I'll be off by $1. Hold on. 34, 32, 19, 54. I literally, if I sell all three of these, I end up with 139. Infuriating. Anyway. Talkie run. You guys have a good day out there. I mean, I'm not going to be bringing her in this right anyway. But infuriating nonetheless. After making all necessary preparations amid the dry flats of the Cairn of Haub, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. I think we're at... No, we have like 10 minutes left. Okay, we're good. We're going to probably do these rites, and then that'll be the end of the episode. It is quieter even than usual in the onset of such events. My chair is stuck. There we go. The low minstrel appears, bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the Tempers have not yet arrived, reader madam. There is no sign of Ignarius or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true, and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you are mistaken. Okay.
By Atlantheus.
I need the experience, so that'd be cool. I mean, the Tempers did say they quit, so who knows? Who are we?
The Commonwealth. Your home.
Uh-huh.
Today, it is aflame.
Oh.
Much like a stack of books.
Yeah, you
The
fucking
flame.
fascist.
Because of you.
Oh, neat.
Because of your outlandish plan.
Neat.
Not that you
Congrats,
care.
us. No.
Not that you shall live to see this place again.
Probably not.
Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
Nah, I disagree.
Though by all means, keep trying.
Who are we facing?
As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
The rite is sent to commence, but your adversaries, they have failed to show. Smart Shores have seen them make. They had no chance of getting another liberation rite, did they? Indeed. As the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirates who you have met perhaps agreeing to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Ignarius, you wonder whether he would give up on the rites like that. I mean, he said he was going to. I kind of expected he would. He did seem rather disaffected, having failed in liberation before. Perhaps he did finally decide to quit for good. Again, he said... Yeah. In any case, we've begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it.
Choose now, your band of traitors.
That's not the response I was expecting. Okay, Volfred.
Volfred.
Faye.
Faye.
Tizo.
Tizo. Ha.
And a Melancholia having to conduct a rite against no adversary. There's no...
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you.
How... Well...
And it is done.
Ah.
The Nightwings prevail by default.
Claim
Not
clincher.
that their
Prevail on a right and no
adversaries
more than
even
3
care.
doses. Oh. Okay. My only hope is that our world would-be adversaries find some peace. I agree.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Oh, you didn't get any fucking experience for that, though? Come on, man. I had a...
Until the next rite.
Man.
If there even is to be another one.
Hey. There's a liberation rite coming. Just, that might be all there is. That sure was a thing. No one speaks further of the Tempers back at the Black Wagon. I mean, I should have known that was coming. Like, they flat out told me, but I needed to know. Everyone is preoccupied with the right that is to come. Our final chance to at liberty presents itself at last. You surmise that to be the long and the short of it, then. The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of the rites is now upon us. He looks over to you. Please look forth, reader madam, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next. The others turn to you as well, and you turn towards the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. Yeah. The dim and fading light of the final star pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention and guiding you toward the endpoint of your path. You see plain the golden star of Solium. Literally the only star left. Yeah. Let's plan it. 85. Happy with that. They're all gone. All gone. 20 victories. You tried so hard with Drawn. So hard. It meant nothing. Interact challenge the true Nightwings here. Which, so far, our record against them is 0-1. So, this is going to be something else. You are summoned to the Fall of Solium for your 7th and final rite, Liberation Rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that the rites shall commence again. It shall not be during your lifetime, and that any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones. The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversary whom you face shall be Oralek. Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting the Nightwings should in the end be forced to face themselves. It is a shame that we should have to confront Oralek in the end. Our goal should never have been to cross purpose. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the coming trial. Rest well, reader. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Alodil to make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home. But who? Okay, cool. Bianthia is still successful. Great. I will take that win. Fuck, man, I should have just activated all of them. God. I thought there was going to be an actual fight. I thought that was going to be the twist. Now I know I'm wrong. I probably could have gotten an achievement for fucking beating it with literally every single one of these fuckers. It's just like, holy shit, look at that. You won it right with every single one. And you did it in a single day. Anyway. How very crafty of our muzzled friend Jomer, the one quite so diminutive as he did manage to prevail against the hive titan called Bylanthius. Despoiler of the valley, Bylanthius did fall at last into a deadly trap, which doubtless he deserved. Crushed under the weight of 16,000 tons of beetle dung he was, though how our Jomer gathered all that stuff only to send it crashing down, he has refused to say. From the hive titan flowed a fresh, rejuvenating spring, which gladdens up the valley's desolation quite a bit. As for Jomer, why, he and his legendary jaw blade set a most impressive mark of valor, to which this one aspires. Impressive work, Jomer. To which this one aspires. Impressive work, Jomer. Let's just travel. I think I have enough time that I can travel up there.
Foolish reader.
Yeah. Why?
Your so-called friends.
Oh God.
You are accomplice to their hateful.
Oh God.
plot.
Oh God.
They are exploiting you.
You are the voice in my head when I'm trying to sleep now.
No freedom.
All right. I gave in to that a long time ago. By dawn, you are already up and about after a troubled slumber. The black wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the Fall of Solium. No one speaks. As you lift off into the skies, the lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Reader, A certain olden ballad comes to mind just now.
Tristatage.
I think it may befit the circumstances. Perhaps it may help us pass the time along our flight. Would you mind it very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings? Oh, please do. By all means. You play beautiful music. You urge the little minstrel to play his ballad so that all among you may hear it. He begins without another word.
When the stars align, the right shall come to bear.
I feel like I just don't want to let the music take this a little bit.
The exiles shall be there. All are not the same, but three shall be as one. Freedom in the flame, the end has just begun. Strength may break our own, but twisted make great. Together on their own, the journey shall be made. The journey shall be made.
And that's the end of this episode of Pyre. In the next episode, no matter how long it takes, we're finishing this game. There's a lot of story to go through. There's going to be a lot of cleanup stuff to watch over. And I'm pretty sure there's only one final battle that is going to be difficult because it's Oralek. And Oralek is not one to be trifled with. So this is going to be a tough fight. And I am going to do my absolute best to try and get Volfred's freedom. If not for the plan, then at least for Bertrude. But that's for next time. For now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.